What's my fantastic squad? It's your boy SatAttack. Y'all see the title, man. But check out when cops have to arrest their children, bro. I've been gone for a little bit, man. I've been inconsistent this summer. I'm not as consistent as I wanted to be. But we still got 1 month left until school starts, so I'm gonna try, man. I've been inconsistent because, hey, I'll be dropping the videos. They get like 1, 2 views and shit like that, 3, 4. I'll be like, oh shit, 3, 4, we blowing up. Nah, I was playing. But like, Road 2K, man, help brother out. But yeah, man, this on my homepage when cops have to arrest their children, bro. This gotta be crazy.
All sorts of
I ain't gonna lie. That's gotta probably be one of the worst shits you probably gotta do is arrest your own kid and shit.
Job. But what happens when it's their own children that they have to arrest?
Dad! Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road. But the driver was the last person they expected.
Hey, she had a pull and took off, so she didn't really hit no one else. So, but you would ask, I would be like, hey, are you good?
Okay, how old are you?
21. My dad is
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise I did not.
No?
Oh, why you lying? No, don't lie. Do not lie. Come on. Come on, your whole bumper, come on. What are you lying? Your bumper's on the street. What are you lying?
21-year-old Teresa says is that her dad is an officer with the local PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
I hit the traffic pole. This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I...
Yeah, she sounded drunk. You should just tell.
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No, I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Universally, smoking marijuana isn't the only part of her story that doesn't make any sense. She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania around 25 miles away, and it just happened to fall off right as another car identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this. At least, that's what she hopes.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this.
Literally perfect.
This piece fell off at the traffic light. That you hit.
Literal perfect piece.
670. Do you have another unit
That's
out
like
with you?
the final piece of a puzzle type shit.
Alright, hang out.
Over the course of just a few minutes, Teresa brings up her dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way for her to get out of this. But before he can come to rescue her, the cops are starting to zero in on what really happened and begin to get at least some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared?
You gotta tell she hit it like
maybe
2 seconds into the conversation.
had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I hit a curb.
Bro, if they ask you like 3, 4 times, bro, they giving you a chance.
You hit a traffic signal.
Or they think you're gonna change the story, but like, come on, they know, bro. There's cameras everywhere. When did this happen? When did this happen? Fuck, I don't know when that happened, but there's cameras literally everywhere.
Oh, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb, you hit the traffic signal fell down, and you left.
I was texting. If you just call my dad, he would tell you.
Well,
The sheriff's officer,
here's the thing.
he promised
Your dad,
me.
the sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one short conversation, Teresa admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while driving. 3 driving phone.
Oh, texting and driving while drunk, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's texting and driving. Wow.
Each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
What's going on? Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter is a...
I mean, he's probably like, hey, as long as she's good, hey, just, hey, make her learn the hard way type shit, you know what I'm saying? Make her learn the hard way. She didn't kill no one.
Okay, the damage on that car there, I think it was like the front
right bumper.
John explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Hey, W Dad, he W Dad.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out, if she wants, you know, you to drive her home.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me come out there and I'll see you guys. Thank you.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad, and just 5 minutes later, he arrives at the scene to talk with the cops.
John Dad.
What's up? So, what she's saying, like, and where the damage was and everything, doesn't really make too much sense. I tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing. The scratches.
I mean, he's not gonna lie for us. He's just talking
So
to
that's all from.
You know, lying at this point is gonna ruin it.
Who's your officers? So right now, this is going to be my call. Okay. Coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry,
Not that one, dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they're expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter, and get extra nervous when he asks who their supervisor is. Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power to prevent their family from getting into trouble. However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You hold 1039. What do you think, time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what the fuck do I do?
Somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
I was talking to her. She wasn't telling us what she called.
I mean, lying to she knows, but I'm a cop. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even. Do you think she? I'm not lying. I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be very clear about that. Yeah. But she might not even look at the freaking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect, and is a great example of proper policing. So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realize. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that you were okay to take the officer from the vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
you got it.
Dad! Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
My dad. That's tough. How you gonna lie? That's tough.
You stop with this shit. Get in the car.
Alright,
You're arrested for DUI.
Honestly, I thought this was gonna be like a compilation type shit. Oh, there's another one, but there's two. Okay.
Let's see.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
That's that. I wonder what he did. If it's something like DUI type shit, like you guys just let him go through the consequence at that point. But if it's something major,
tell me who I
we're gonna
called
find out.
to
We're gonna
find
find
out
out. Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail.
why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign.
Recent. That's
But as it
literally November this year. Not this year, but like literally last
turns
November.
out,
Like,
Kenneth was in much more trouble.
God damn, shit already almost August? October, November. No, October. August, September. I forgot September, bro. I'm a little buzzed right now, but like, damn, we almost at November pretty much.
He realized.
How's it going? Good. What did I do wrong? Okay, so the reason I stopped you, you didn't come to quickly stop the stop sign?
I
did. and then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect.
Okay, well, it's on our system right now.
Well,
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
Who issued the warrant, though?
The court's issued.
For what, though? Because I have gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest. For the majority of smaller cases,
I don't know how legal shit works, though.
the suspect is tasked with turning in the documents that prove that they've been to court and completing any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he had in fact been to court.
Issued October 13th.
For what?
It has some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
You want to know the charges?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief.
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Kenneth was taken away to the station, but this is when his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail.
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that?
I mean, that part, like, hey, that's just dad being dad. Like, why is he in jail type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle.
He's already been to court over that.
You saw the warrant right there. I showed you a warrant.
He's been charged with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
God damn, where the fuck they at? Oh, the lights.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
Bruce is obviously trying to abuse his position and influence the commissioner to try and save his son from the law. But luckily, this officer stands his ground and refuses to cave in. Eventually, though, Kenneth was released from jail, the warrant was withdrawn, and no further action was taken against Bruce.
I don't know how. Hey, yo, did I watch that shit wrong? I mean, that is dad being like, hey, he went to court already type shit. He already did everything you needed to do. It's clearly a false warrant, like.
But the officers that arrested this law student...
I don't think that dad was in the wrong type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was he in jail? They told him there's a warrant for this, and he's like, hey, he already went to court for that shit. Blah, blah, blah. So it's like...
weren't as lucky.
He really abused his power on that one. I mean,
Marion Humphrey Jr., son of retired county judge Marion Humphrey Sr., was pulled over after an officer allegedly witnessed him driving dangerously. Footage shows him swerving slightly after missing his exit. Marion is lit up by the officer and pulled over. He's then told the officer witnessed him nearly wreck his car and is suspected of dangerous driving.
When did you rent the car? Yesterday. You gotta take it, turn it back in a Fayetteville? Pick it up in Fayetteville? I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying to figure out you got probable cause. Yeah, because you're super nervous, so I'm trying to figure out why you're so nervous.
Being a law student, Marion asks if the officer has probable cause for pulling him over. The officer struggles to give a good answer before claiming Marion seems super nervous. First of all, being nervous isn't a crime.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Why'd you say you're driving weird or something like that?
And isn't evidence towards a crime either. And secondly, Marion actually carries himself incredibly well in this situation. He complies with the officer's requests, asks why he's being pulled over, and why he's being held. He even calls his dad to listen in on the entire arrest, something the officer clearly didn't like, as he then asks to search Marion's U-Haul.
That's all, and I'm sorry about that. It happens. I know it happens. Honestly, I don't want you to bring a dog because I don't think that's fair to me as a citizen, as someone who, if the only thing I did was kind of, like, I did not almost wreck my car. You don't need to bring a dog. Just let me look in here real quick and I'll get you down the road. I don't have to bring a dog. I just think that's so invasive of my rights, but you can live in here if you like to.
Marion does an extremely good job of eloquently showing how terrifying it can be to be stopped by the police, while maintaining a calm and respectful tone with the officer the whole time. But regardless, Marion is placed in handcuffs for over an hour while the cops search his vehicle with a dog. According to the officer, the dog smelled narcotics and alerted the officers before even entering the U-Haul.
The dog alerted on narcotics in the vehicle, so I detained him and he's in my back car while I searched the vehicle. No, but he almost did, so that's probably what I'm saying. Daddy, he's arresting me. He's arresting me. Give me your hand. He's arresting me, Daddy. There's nothing in that vehicle. I promise you. I didn't do anything.
Predictably, the cops find nothing in the vehicle.
Hey, that cop need to get fired, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That cop need to get fired. I ain't gonna lie. That cop need to get fired, bro. That boy handled it respectfully. Like every which way he could have. There's nothing. You made some bullshit where a dog sniffed some narcotics. Some shit, I can't say the word. But like, what the fuck? Like, you what? Come on, man.
Predictably, the cops find nothing in the vehicle. Marion has since opened up a lawsuit.
Yeah. Let's go, Humphrey.
Against the officers, claiming they violated his 4th and 14th Amendment rights. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing.
Love it, love it. Yeah, get that ass. Pause. Get him though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. The dude was respectful. I mean, he could have opened the little trunk and shit, like let him in and shit. But like he said, he didn't have shit, and he just made some bullshit like yo, dog sniffed some narcotics. No, he did not. Clearly did not. Clearly. Bullshit. Bullshit. Alright, Road 2 can help her out, man. Comment down below other videos and react to it, be anything, but we out.